Hello and welcome to Prism Prints, a channel dedicated to VR sculpting, 3D printing, and miniature painting. I'm Ben, and for this project, I'm making my take on a Greydwarf Shaman from the Black Forest biome of the game Valheim. Also, if you're interested in VR sculpting and would like to try Shapelab out for yourself, my 35% off promo code on the screen works for PC VR and Meta users. All this information is in the description as well. Like the Greyling, the Greydwarf, and the Elder, the Greydwarf Shaman is another tree-like creature. They are slightly larger than the basic Greydwarf, have antler-like branches protruding from the head, and sport a mossy beard. In addition, they have a green glow to their eyes. Apart from making it easier to differentiate between the tree beings in the game, the green glow also hints at the shaman's moveset. It has the ability to spray poison at an enemy as well as heal other tree creatures nearby. I knew going into the sculpt I wanted the full Greydwarf line to be cohesive, so I tried to keep key features of the face, extremities, and even the rock on the back similar. For the shaman, I wanted to make it feel more like an old, worn wizard. I lowered the top of the head and brow ridge, as well as emphasized the bump on the bridge of the nose. For the pose, I started by adding simple shapes to move around until it felt dynamic and interesting. When sculpting wood and bark, I like to use the move brush with the cube selected. It helps to keep parts more rigid while defining the form. Alternating between brushing on and carving away detail adds more depth to the textures. I like using a line alpha with the standard brush for this. I needed to add more polygons to get the detail of the wood texture to really come through, but didn't want to explode the file size. In the end, I was able to get some nice detail while keeping a relatively low polygon count. I also had the idea to sculpt the poison magic the Greydwarf Shaman is able to summon. I wanted it to look like it's being pulled from the ground and swirling around to be thrown. For this, the voxel brush was the perfect tool. Painting the swirling shapes around the shaman, then converting it to a poly mesh created the base shape for the magic effects. From here, I can use the brushes in poly mode to sculpt in the details. I chose to use the move brush with the sphere selected to push, pull, and twist the effects. Since it is poison magic, I used the inflate brush to add some bubbles here and there to really sell the look. When it came time to print, I used my normal black ABS-like resin for the Greydwarf Shaman. However, for the poison magic, I chose to print in a clear green standard resin. It's exciting anytime I get to use a fun color or clear resin for a project, so I love trying to incorporate it into the design. Painting the Greydwarf Shaman went similarly to the previous tree creatures. I like starting with a black base and working from darker colors for the shadows to the lighter highlights. After detailing the wood texture, the stone body, and the mossy beard, I moved on to the glowing green eyes. The last steps were to finish the poison effects and assemble for display. For this, I wanted the clear green to have some luster. So I painted on and cured a layer of the green clear resin. I like using Mod Podge to give a quick and easy shiny look, but the cured layer of resin on top looks much glossier and is totally worth the effort in my opinion. This was a fun sculpt to work on, and I hope you like my finished Greydwarf Shaman. If you'd like to try printing it for yourself, it's available to download for free at any of the links in the pinned comment below. Thank you so much for checking this video out. If you'd like to show support for my work, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you have any ideas for what you might like to see in the future. Thank you all again, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one.